What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Jose here, back again with another episode. I know I just released one yesterday in regards to Mr. Justin Jefferson, but this morning the 49ers have actually signed Christian McCaffrey to a contract extension. Man, this is getting insane. This offseason has been filled with contract extensions. You get an extension, you get an extension, you get an extension. Christian McCaffrey, the best running back in the league by far, the reigning offensive player of the year, once again has reset the running back market, signing a 2-year extension with the 49ers, averaging $19 million per year. McCaffrey will receive an additional $8 million over what he has scheduled to make in the first 2 years, while adding $24 million in guarantees. The deal was negotiated and confirmed by WME Football. Absolutely insane. Christian McCaffrey has been in the league since 2017, and he is still playing at an elite level. Some other notable running backs that were drafted in the same draft class as him was Mr. Leonard Fournette, which was actually the first running back off the board in 2017, round 1, pick number 4. I think he's like a free agent. I think he signed with the Bills last year, if I'm correct. But I mean, he hasn't done anything since he was with Brady and co. Back in Tampa. We got Mr. Dalvin Cook, who's I believe currently a free agent, who obviously had his good 4 or 5 year run in Minnesota. Obviously, he just played with the Jets, didn't do much. I think he signed with the Ravens in the postseason, didn't do anything. He's asking for a comeback. He claims that he's not washed, but he's still there nonetheless. Joe Mixon, who just signed with the Texans, another good running back that has been he's been solid ever since Joe Burrow went over to the Bengals. He's been doing good things down over in Ohio, but now he's down with the Texans. Excited to see what he does, but he's still in the league. Mr. Alvin Kamara, whatever you want to call him. He was one of the most explosive running backs for a good run there. He's been kind of quieter, I should say, these past couple of years. He did sign a massive contract extension, I believe, in 2020. But I do believe as of now, and we'll revisit this here in a minute, but I do believe he is the second highest paid running back in the league as of right now. Kareem Hunt was drafted in 2017 as well, round 3, pick 86. I think he is with Cleveland right now. Could be wrong. James Conner, another one, round 3, pick 105. Tariq Cohen, which I believe just signed with the Jets. I think he was out of the league for a couple of years. Just returned to the Jets. Just signed there a few days ago, actually. Marlon Mack, Aaron Jones, Chris Carson, Matt Breida, Austin Eckler, who actually signed with the Chargers as a UDFA. So 2017 was actually really nice for running backs, but like I said, no one is playing the running back position like Christian McCaffrey is. The other person that is playing at an elite level, or at least was for a very long time, was Mr. Derrick Henry. If I had to name one other running back that's, even remotely close to Mr. McCaffrey, like I said, it would be Derrick Henry, which now I feel like he's slowly on the decline. Ever since he had that 2K rushing season, he hasn't really been the same. I do believe he's going to have a really good bounce back year with the Ravens. Excited to see what he does. But, to kind of compare the contract that that McCaffrey signed. So, of course, I said it earlier, he ranks first as the highest paid running back, making $19 million a year. Second, we got Kamara, $15 million a year. We got in third place, Jonathan Taylor, $14 million a year. Fourth, Saquon Barkley, $12.6 million a year, signed with the Eagles this offseason. And fifth, we got Josh Jacobs with the Green Bay Packers, making $12 million a year. And the list goes on. But like I said, no one's playing like McCaffrey is right now. I think he tore his ACL or something. I believe like year 2, year 3, give or take. He started off really strong his rookie year, and then after that he was riddled with injuries. After those 2 years where he was riddled with injuries, he kind of just had a freaking bounce back career and has freaking dominated the league in the pass catching and the running. He can do anything for you, man. He can block. He can do it all. So super excited for this signing. The 49ers did a freaking great job by picking up McCaffrey from the Panthers. He fits their scheme very well. The 49ers are just loaded on the offensive side of the ball. They got so many talented receivers. Obviously, they got George Kittle. Obviously, they just lock up Mr. McCaffrey for 2 more years. So just an exciting time for football fans. Gonna talk a little bit of fantasy football here. If I'm you, And if I'm already looking into fantasy football and who you're picking first, Christian McCaffrey is a no-brainer to me. You got to go Christian McCaffrey, round one, pick one. I know he won a lot of people championships last year, and I don't see him going anywhere this coming up year. He's going to be right where he left off. I kind of do have a bit of a hot take. The running back position, it's very replaceable. Like, you either have an elite running back or you have somebody that you can just replace, no problem. There's so many running backs out there. Teams have so many running backs on the practice squad. A lot of people just run it by committee now. They don't really have like a true running back RB1 anymore. But the next great running back, I think, is going to be Mr. Bijan Robinson. And I know we've had a few episodes about him in the past. Obviously, I've spoken about him in the past as a huge Texas fan. But I do believe with the new head coach over in Atlanta, with Kirk Cousins coming on board, with all the other receiving weapons that they have, I feel like it's going to open up a lot more opportunities for Mr. Bijan. The coaching staff, they're going to know how to utilize them even more. I did see a video of Bijan earlier. If I can find the clip, I'll roll it. If not, I'm sorry.
So I'm going to be more of a runner that does everything else. Like, not as much. I don't know what the plan is, but like it's like run nerve first, like I did in college, and then still having that access to go to receivers, still having access to do creative things out the backfield. More so like how they use Christian down there in San Francisco, like something like that. So that's kind of what like the plan is here.
But I did see a video of Bijan earlier today, actually talking about how they're planning on using him, how they're using Christian McCaffrey over in San Francisco. So right outside of Christian McCaffrey, fantasy football purposes, I would have Mr. Bijan Robinson on your radar. I would probably do Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, and Derrick Henry as my top 3 fantasy football running backs. Obviously, Derrick Henry is going into a run-first team in Baltimore. Him and freaking Lamar Jackson in the backfield, it's going to be such a nasty tandem. Can't wait to see that light up the scoreboard, or see them light the scoreboard up. But even then, so like last year, so I kind of did like a comparison between Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey just to kind of see what's going on. 2 of the most prolific running backs in the league by far these past few years. So pretty much in every category, Christian McCaffrey blew out Derrick Henry. I think the only I can't even talk. I think the only real stat that Derrick Henry got him in was in rushing attempts. He had 280. Christian McCaffrey had 272. But Christian McCaffrey literally had more yards, more touchdowns, receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, receptions. I think Derrick Henry's longest, I think he beat freaking McCaffrey's longest receiving catch. I think his longest was 46 yards. McCaffrey's 41. But other than that, freaking McCaffrey blew Derrick Henry out the water. Pretty much every category that matters. But yeah, so what does this mean for the rest of the running backs in the league? Pretty much, like I said, I think the league knows, and as well as all the players in the league, there's no other running back that's going to come close to McCaffrey. Like, he's just a generational talent. He's definitely going to be a Hall of Fame running back. Yeah, he's on pace to be one of the greats. Legit. I don't even I'm a big Derrick Henry fan. I don't know who I would put in front. I think at this rate right now, I might go McCaffrey over Derrick Henry, but both of these running backs are absolutely freaking insane. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like McCaffrey over Henry over McCaffrey? Who do you guys think is going to be the next great running back? Do you think they're currently in the league right now? Do you think they're yet to be drafted? I'm also a big fan of Jahmyr Gibbs. I feel like him and Bijan are going to be the next best running backs to take over the league in the coming years. I know Jahmyr Gibbs kind of sat behind David Montgomery last year, but whenever he went down, he definitely stepped up and played very, very, very well in place of him. And Dan Campbell sure knows how to distribute the ball and kind of get them involved. So very excited for the league and where it's going. So many extensions this offseason, and there's only going to be more moving forward. As of this recording, Jamar Chase has yet to sign one. CeeDee Lamb has yet to sign. T. Higgins has yet to sign an extension, and they're all holding out for contract extensions. I do believe today there was mandatory mini camp, and CeeDee Lamb did not participate as he's still holding out. Yesterday I released a video about Justin Jefferson, and he's expecting a big big payday. Like I said, I do believe his contract to be in the upper ballpark of around $30 million a year, maybe $32 million a year, right around AJ Brown status. But super excited to see what these teams do with their franchise players. And we're inching ever so closer to the football season. And the closer we get, the more episodes myself and Sauce will start doing more fantasy football segments. So if you want any specifics, drop down in the comment section and let us know. Super excited. But like I said, let me know what you guys think about McCaffrey, the extension. The 49ers, are they contenders? I know they have some quote unquote drama going on with their other receivers. They got like 4 or 5 solid receivers, and they just signed a few of them to contract extensions this offseason. So yeah, let me know. Drop down in the comments. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We just hit 100 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. It means so much. Me and Sauce been doing this for about 3 years now, off and on. This is the most consistent that we've been. So very grateful for you guys. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good night, good morning, rest of your evening. Peace.